guys, long time no see. How have you been? Hope you've done alright in this pandemic. I haven't properly sat down for quite some time, so you might be wondering what actually happened with that trip that I announced, well, sort of announced but didn't really announce earlier in the year. If you missed that one, basically my sister Alice got accepted onto the, well, what's it called? It's the Disney College Programme for the UK. It's the Disney Cultural Exchange Programme, which is where people from a lot of different countries over the world, but obviously in our case the UK, can go and work in Disney World in Florida for the summer, which I did all the way back in 2014, and Alice was meant to do this summer. And we planned to go out and visit her, and we had some of it booked, and obviously a worldwide pandemic hit. So yes, I was officially meant to be going out this Wednesday, which is the 15th of July. We were meant to be flying out to Florida. So I thought I would make this video to sort of tell you about the story of what we were going to do, what we had planned, and what we're going to do instead, because there are sort of plans afoot. So yeah, let's get right into it. The original plan was Alice was obviously going to be there from mid-June to mid-August-ish, and Mum and Dad were going out for 2 weeks in July, and then I wanted to go out with my boyfriend Matt. Yes, that's correct. Yeah, so we were going to go out for, well, we were originally going to do 2 weeks, but then it turned into 10 days because there was this whole palaver with dates being an issue. Basically my dad could only do this 1 2 week period in the whole summer, which was quite annoying. I forgive you, Dad. Not that it ever mattered anymore. Anyway, I digress. So we had to make these dates work, but I'd already booked Taylor Swift tickets for the Saturday before, which would have been the Saturday just gone. And my boyfriend Matt, his mum had booked a holiday cottage in Wales that we were going to go to, which also happened to be this week. So we managed to squidge it down a little bit, and we planned to do 10 or 11 days out there. I think it was 10. Which I worked out was going to be enough to do what we wanted to do. He'd never been to Disney, well, he still hasn't been to Disney, so I was going to show him around, and we were going to do some other like fun things like kayaking on one of the state parks, and oh god, I'm depressing myself now. We breathe and we carry on. So I was really excited to show him Disney for the first time, and also, you know, because if he doesn't end up liking Disney, it's obviously going to be a major issue, and I hope he's not watching this. So yeah, I'm kidding, but oh god. So flights to Florida were looking pretty expensive this year as it was, which was quite annoying. We were really struggling to find good flights for July, which is obviously school holidays in the UK, it's school holidays in the US, it's basically school holidays everywhere. So it was a struggle, but we eventually found some decently priced flights with TUI, who I've never flown with before, never been on holiday with before, I don't think. Not in my adult life anyway. And yeah, so I was like, cool, different experience. They fly into Sanford instead of Orlando, which is kind of different. We'd have to hire a car to get over. I mean, I'm sure they have transfers as well, but we wanted to hire a car anyway. So we booked the TUI flights. All seemed good. Mum and Dad had booked a like 3-bedroom villa for a week while they were out there, and then they were going to stay in Disney the other week. So they kindly asked if we wanted to stay as well, so that was great. So they booked that, and then we were going to book some hotels on like either side. I think we had 2 nights at the start and 1 night at the end when they didn't have the villa, so we were just going to book like a cheap hotel probably, or I was thinking about splurging on like the Wilderness Lodge for a night because I'm obsessed with the Wilderness Lodge. But we didn't end up booking that in the end, which was obviously a good thing, as we now know, because then the only thing we had to get the money back for was the TUI flights, which wasn't the best. I'll tell you the story of that because we all like to moan, don't we? As it was getting close to the time, it became more and more apparent that July was not going to be the time to fly to Florida. And I think it was about early June by this point, and TUI were working about 6 weeks out. So we decided to give them a call and just to clarify, like basically get them to say, yep, your flight is officially cancelled. you know, you'll go back into the refund process, it'll take 10 years, whatever, you know, I accepted that it would take forever. But Matt called them up, and no, the flight was 100% going according to them. The flight on Wednesday, the 15th of July to Florida, as it turns out, now essentially one of the coronavirus hotspots of the world. But that is what they said to us, and our options were get on the flight on the 15th and risk being infected abroad. And you know, who knows what was going to be open at that time. They hadn't even announced like when the parks were going to open or anything. Or don't go on the flight and lose your money. And we were like, right. They were saying like, you know, just pick a random date next year and swap it. And I was like, to be honest, I was kind of on the spot, and I was like, but how do I just pick a date? Like normally when I'm planning a Florida holiday, it's like months of preparation, even years of thinking about it before you book anything, and they just wanted me to pluck these dates out of the air. I was like, who do you think I am? We just decided not to, because we could have, you know, picked July and maybe Alice would have been there, or we could have picked an off-peak season and just enjoyed it, the two of us. But then I was like, I can't really go to Disney without Alice, it's just not the same. So we decided to not rebook Florida. So I don't currently have any flights booked to Florida. So what we did instead was I got Matt to ring up again. He enjoyed that like 2 hours on hold. We exchanged our credit for the flights for an all-inclusive week in Turkey next May. Yes, that's correct. For the price of one flight to Florida plus about £50, I think, we've now got like a 4-star all-inclusive hotel in Turkey, and it looks lush. I really did hit home quite how expensive Florida holidays are. Because I mean, in that we've got the Turkey trip, we've got the flights, I think we've got transfers, all the food, alcohol. It's like, you know, crazy. So that's, at least that's something to look forward to. So we're going there in May next year, and the dates are actually worked out that we're going to be there on my birthday as well. So I'm like, cool. I don't think I've ever been on holiday on my birthday before. So that'll be nice. Florida's situation is we're going to wait and see if Alice can go back to work. Well, I say go back to work in Florida. She hasn't actually worked there yet, but you know, get on the program again to work out there next summer. And then if she does, I'll somehow figure out a way to go and visit, because I just will have to. Even if it's like a week or something, I'll just have to go and see her for a bit. And also I want to go to Disney so freaking bad. Me personally, I don't want to visit while you have to wear a face mask and you can't hug Mickey and you can't do this and that, and there's no parades, might not be any fireworks. You know, I'd rather just wait and do it properly. That's my opinion. I completely support all of the measures that they've put in place. It's just my personal opinion that I would rather wait. And I think a lot of people, especially from the UK, where you have to spend so much money to get there in the first place, you know, we want to do it properly. Wait and see and hope next year is okay. But other holidays coming up, we are thinking of going to Scotland in September as well. Matt, again, we haven't actually been on a proper holiday together, just the two of us, even though we've been together a little bit over a year now, so I feel like we are long overdue a nice little holiday. I want to go up and see my friend Rebecca in Edinburgh, and then hopefully go to like some other nice beautiful landscapes in Scotland, which should be really, really lovely. I'm thinking next year maybe Japan? Don't know. Matt went to Japan last year and he really wants to go again, and I obviously really want to go. And so imagine if I could do the Florida Cinderella Castle and the Tokyo Disney Castle in the same year. Other life updates, I've got a new job, because you may or may not know that I used to work in travel, and ain't a great time to work in travel, so I've moved. So really enjoying the new job so far, but it's obviously taking up all of my brain space, which is nice because I was on furlough for 3 months, I think, maybe 2.5 months. Anyway, a very long time in which I could feel my brain cells sort of fizzling away and slowly dying while I played Animal Crossing. So it's nice to be sort of intellectually active again. I bought a plant yesterday. and that's my life really. I just wanted to give you a Florida update because I just felt like it was weird to have never told you that I was officially going, and then obviously I wasn't in the end either. So just wanted to share my struggles with you. If you've also had a holiday cancelled due to coronavirus, no matter if it was to Florida or not, just leave me a comment below, because we need to share each other's pain, you know. We'll get through it together, and I'm not very good at waiting. I'm not particularly patient, so it's going to be a fun year. I'm just sorry that there hasn't been any more content on here, but pandemic hasn't exactly been thrilling creatively for me to think of video ideas, and obviously most of the content I post on this channel is travel, which obviously has not been happening. I've been staying indoors. Anyway, I'm rambling. That is the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please do leave me a comment. I want to hear how you're doing. I hope everyone's okay. I hope everyone stayed healthy and safe, which is obviously the singular one most important thing of this whole shenanigans. Like losing a holiday, it's sad, but we move on as long as we have our health and our families and loved ones. We're all good. Right, I'm gonna go before I start rambling on and tell you my entire life story. So bye, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll be back soon with some more content. I have another Animal Crossing video that I need to edit, so that'll be coming, and then I'll try and think of something else to show you, because I miss making videos. Sitting down right now has made me realise that I do. Anyway, I'm really going this time. Bye. See you soon.